So, welcome to another episode of Off the Clock with Mo. Today, I had the opportunity to do this podcast with a fella that when I thought about it earlier, I'm like, I don't know you for a little bit of time. When you think about it,
yeah, no, definitely a little bit of time. I give him about 4 years for sure. 5 years.
Yeah, we just kept bumping into each other, at workplaces all the goddamn time. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm glad this is Gant. Some people know I always know him as Gant because that's all we call each other by each other's last names. Some of y'all gonna know him as KC. So I'm just happy that you finally made it. I've been trying to get you here for a minute. And you finally made it, man.
Yeah. I'm trying to be a man of my word, though, man.
I mean, you have been so far.
Yeah, try to be. Yeah. One thing about me, I like to prioritize my time. If I know I can't make a certain amount of time, hey, I'm just going. You got this. That's how you got to be in life. Worry about what's more important, type of shit. That's all.
Yeah, you definitely got to learn how to and know how to prioritize your time. You know what I'm saying? And your time, shit. That's one thing you don't never get back.
That's one thing you don't get back.
Yeah,
that's why when a motherfucker wasted, I see why a motherfucker be pissed. Like at the same time too, it is what it is too. It happened. You can't cry over spoiled milk.
No, you can't.
You cannot. Even though some shit might hurt, and that's okay. That's okay.
yeah, it's okay. It's all right. But shit, I don't want to hurt though.
Yeah, listen, I don't want to hurt. None of us do. We all go through shit, man.
Yeah,
we all go through shit.
That
Whether it just happened or if it's self-inflicted. We all go through it.
Yeah, it's all about how you.
But a lot of times too. Yeah, that part. Perseverance.
Yeah.
A lot of times too, though, most shit that happened to you is self-inflicted, even if it was something that was coming along the way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I guess that's what they call karma.
Sometimes, that too.
I mean, I ain't never really believed in karma. I always say, "Well, shit, God get you." I don't even know where karma come from. I always known about God to get you, but everybody else say karma. But no, I get what you're saying though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Some things that like when some people go to jail and they wonder why the hell they got 50 years is the first time ever getting caught. That's right. It's your first time ever getting caught. So everything you did on the back end that you was hurting people possibly caught up to you on this end, and you wondering why you got so much time or why somebody punished you so harsh. Because you got away with so much shit, it just finally caught up to you at one time. So
facts.
Yeah,
motherfuckers do be fucked up out here like whole ass people. For sure. So even if they look like they doing good, that shit ain't gonna last long because motherfuckers really be fucked up. They be fucked up. Be fucked up.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's like the part where you have some people want instant gratification. Yeah. And some people like delayed gratification.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To where you gotta have it right now.
Mm.
To other people, shit.
I get timing. I get there. You know. And you know what? That was part of the reason why I did what I did. That dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? But whatever. Fuck it. We born.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
We all gonna we all gonna hit them bumps in the road. We all gonna fuck up. You know what I'm saying? We're just people and shit happen, and you make mistakes and shit.
Yeah.
But you
definitely gotta be patient though.
You can't get too down on yourself when you fuck up. You can't listen to everybody too when you fuck up because some people gonna be, passing so much judgment on you. You know what I'm saying? And that may not even be you. You just made a mistake. But now if you do it 3 and 4 more times,
and now it's like, all right, nigga.
It's a habit now. It's a habit now. Mm-hmm. It's just we all go through, go down through there, and I believe everybody deserve a second chance.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But the only problem with second chances is how many do you get?
How many do you get?
Yeah.
How many do you get?
You know what I'm saying? So the whole time, because like I said, we bumped into each other, just working here and there all the damn time, but I ain't seen you in a minute. What you been up to? Where you been at?
Yeah, working.
Where you working at?
Work for the state of Michigan, doing foster care.
For adults or children?
For children.
What?
Always been like social work type dude anyway. So it's like this gone. This really is like a kind of a stepping stone for me to get where I'm trying to go. I want to, you work when you work for the state, you can transfer anywhere.
Right.
You know, that's the first thing. So that's like I said, this is a good opportunity, even if I want to stay in foster care. So my end goal was probation. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I know you want to make some good money being probation, you got to work for the state. But the state requires experience in casework. So it's just a stepping stone for what I'm really trying to do. But I feel like I'm gonna get a real good experience from it. And it's just a great opportunity overall. You know what I'm saying?
When you're dealing with foster kids with their cases, it ain't never because something's good.
Yeah.
So I mean, how you deal with all this, all this, pain of seeing children suffering and things like that, and not be bothered.
The thing is, with jobs like this, I mean, we didn't work that place where we had to, you know what I'm saying, not wear our emotions on our sleeves. Like we had to everything you seen at work or that you heard it was fucked up at work, you just don't take it with you. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like that's just my theory. I don't take work home and I don't bring home to work.
Yeah, because I mean,
I've always been that way. I don't know how I could just shut it down. You know what I'm saying?
But I always thought, I always feel with kids, it's different.
Yeah, but
with kids, and you see a grown motherfucker done did some stupid shit, done went out here and continued to use drugs and then OD or some shit like that, or
left their kids at home for 10 days.
But shit, you just go out here and see this shit on a day-to-day situation.
Really, who really see it initially, who see it the most is Child Protective Services. Foster care and Child Protective Services, 2 different agencies.
Oh, they 2 different agencies?
2 different agencies.
Now, what's the difference then?
The child support is who take the kids away.
Okay.
Foster care, which a lot of people don't know. You'll be surprised. I didn't know until I started, I'm still learning the job.
Right.
And it's going to take about 3 years to learn the job. They say you don't, because it's always going to be something. But back to what I was saying, foster care reunites the families back or whatever. See, the thing is, the reason why kids don't get out of foster care because their parents can't get their shit together.
Okay.
That's anytime you say somebody, the kids they got took away and they stay in the foster care, it's something that parent ain't doing wrong. It's something that parent ain't doing right. I mean.
Oh wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Yeah.
So foster care is the parents may be on drugs,
or they just need time to get their stuff. Like even if it's like financial help, they need time to get like stable employment and stuff like that. Like, and the thing is, a lot of people don't know too. Like kids in foster care, like the foster parents and stuff, they get help from the state. Like anything they want.
Well, I know they get money for the kids.
Yeah, they get money. They listen. If they be like, I need a refrigerator, they give you. Yeah, listen, they give you anything you need except building a house for you.
They give you washing and drying too?
All that. Yeah.
Hell no.
Yeah.
I might mess around and be a foster parent.
Yeah.
I need a new washing.
If you got the patience, a lot of people, I don't know if I'm talking too much or not, but a lot of people sometimes they just decide I don't want to deal with this kid no more. Just give them up. That stuff.
Oh yeah. I used to work in a juvenile facility. Yeah,
I used to work at Spectrum.
Yeah, that's another place we bumped into each other. I used to work at Spectrum too. There's another place we bumped into each other at. But yeah, I mean, you get these kids, in these foster cares and adoptions and things like that, man, and it's never. I don't know. It's just I don't know. Few things don't necessarily bother me, but seeing, a child suffer, it just be like, God damn, I don't know if I can just sit up and do this shit every damn day. Seeing just children the child just suffering and shit like that. Man, I can deal with a lot of shit, but just me. That's probably one of the reasons why I never went into anything, child related, something like that.
And this is something new to me. Like I said, they've been telling me since I started. Like, if you can deal with adult offenders and stuff like that and deal with the public, you'll be all right. And stuff. So I'm like, okay.
What's one of the worst things you ever ran across? Without mentioning no names or cities or anything like that.
Oh, I see. That's the thing. I ain't even really been in the field yet.
Oh, okay.
I can tell you one thing that kind of like touched me a little bit. We had to go take one kid to a facility to another facility. So when we as we pick them up from the facility he already at, and we take him over to the next. And when I say the moment we walked through the door, he had seen his cousin for the first time in like 7-8 years.
Oh wow!
You know what I'm saying? They hug for like 2-3 minutes and stuff. Yeah, that touched me a little bit because ain't nothing like being with your real family. You know?
Yeah. You know,
especially a motherfucker you done grew up with, or you know, just
You know, I always, just. I don't know. I guess just being, with family. It's amazing how a family bond can be that, and you ain't seen each other in 8, 9, 10 years and shit. Anybody else that you're not, related to or real close friends to, you lose that, you lose that feeling. But when you got, when you're a true, person, what I'm saying, that energy still stay there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, facts.
That energy just still stay there. To shit, we gonna hug this shit off for 2 or 3, minutes, straight. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what nobody say how they how it look or whatever, and things like that. But I think all children deserve, a peaceful home.
Oh, absolutely.
But at the same time, you got a lot of people out here that don't even need to be having.
You got a lot of people that don't need to be having kids.
You know what I'm saying?
And because not need of that, to be having kids.
And because of that, now the kid is stuck behind the 8 ball and shit. It's just. So a lot of times, you see these kids on the news and that's in trouble. When you peel back that onion, you realize it ain't the kid's fault. This kid just did what
he see, or he known to do, or known to get away with.
Yeah, or had to live, or had to be out there on his own to, to survive because your parents ain't of it in the household. Your parents are doing X, Y, and Z.
You got anybody around? Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So so a lot of times you see a lot of these kids that society deems to be horrible. Yeah, it ain't that they, it ain't they fault, is what they,
it's what they used to.
Sometimes.
And it's messed up because that's just the reality of things.
Yeah,
like everything.
Now, let me ask you this question: after watching after going through, through the state with the foster care, and with you having kids of your own, has it changed anything as far as you being a father to your children?
No. Well, I'm still straightforward with them. I'm sugarcoat shit. I listen. I'm showing them consistency. Dang on. What am I trying to say? Consistency, structure, discipline, all that shit. I don't give a damn what go on at work. I know I'm raising my kids a certain way and leading them the right way. Right. You know what I'm saying? Shit. It is what it is. I don't play with my kids.
You say you got 2 girls.
Yeah.
And they ain't spoiled.
They spoiled.
I'm straightforward. You just sat up here and try to be all masculine and shit like that, and then gonna turn right around like, they spoiled.
Yeah, they spoiled. They spoiled because they are good kids. They spoiled. Listen. Listen. They mama don't whoop them. Listen. Yeah, she feel like it's not gentle parenting to whoop it. That's like you stick with that shit. That gentle parenting bullshit. That's some bullshit. That is some bullshit.
What is gentle parenting?
I'm still trying to figure it out.
What you don't know what it consists of?
Listen, from what I hear, is a bunch of enabling, let your kid disrespect your bullshit. You wanna I try. All you had to do was talk to kids. No, what? Get away! You keep talking to him. He's still doing. I'm doing the same shit. Beat that motherfucker ass. You better slap that little retarded motherfucker. The fuck? Because why the fuck something I gotta take care of gotta stress me out? Come on, now make it make sense.
I don't know. I mean, it's a different day and age.
Fuck that. That's the problem.
Kids gotta say so now.
All these kids so damn soft. They sensitive. Because it's y'all fault.
The kids, you know what I'm saying? Kids gotta be able to say something. Kids can't say nothing.
They can't say nothing, but watch what you say.
What can I say?
Watch what the fuck you say to me. I don't want to hear no entitled ass shit come out your mouth.
Well, I can't say no.
What the fuck I told you to do?
I don't feel like doing that shit,
and that's the problem.
What?
They feed it. Listen. I love my mama to death. But my love, if it wasn't for him having like older siblings, my baby brother, he'd be run all over my mama and his daddy.
Hell no.
Yeah.
Hell no.
They done got soft.
Well, I gotta take a toast of this.
They done got soft.
You gotta take a toast of this. Yeah. Man, we both been having for 30 minutes before the devil find out because you over here talking about whooping kids, beating kids' ass.
Listen, hey, you gotta repeat yourself more. Really more than once, but more than twice. Beat that ass.
Hell no.
Nah, I got girls. I know they're gonna have a little slick mouths sometimes, but I still check that shit. Check that shit. That shit gonna turn into you having bad attitude and shit. No nigga want no woman with no bad attitude, smart ass mouth.
Well, no, I don't know. Yeah. No, don't know, man. Want no woman, you know, with a smart ass mouth or nothing like that.
Or just disrespect. Like, listen, I'm not gonna lie. I don't condone hitting women at all. I don't. I don't condone that shit at all. Just being,
but you understand.
I understand. Listen, if you
I'm about to get canceled. I'm about to get canceled.
If you ever had to slap a bitch as a black man, I understand. I understand. Because, oh my God, from experience, I feel like I'm traumatized.
Oh, shit.
I feel like I'm traumatized. Shit. But disrespect. Listen, I don't play with no woman now. You will get blocked so quick. I don't do that. I don't do no disrespect. If I ain't disrespected you, why the fuck you disrespecting me?
Yeah, that is. You know, that is.
You know what I'm saying? Show me the same respect I give you. That's it.
Yeah, but you know, shit. But you got two girls. You gotta raise your girls. You know,
watch your motherfucking mouth.
No, you gotta raise your girls to be. You know,
I'm still raising them to be ladies,
ladylike,
and I am. Trust me, I am. I be listen. My kids be dressed cute. That's all me. They mama don't dress them. I dress them. I dress my kids.
Oh, you do the hair too?
Man, I don't do their hair. I don't do their hair.
Okay, I'm about to say.
Hey. I'm okay with that. Listen, I'll take the hair down though.
Oh, you know what I'm saying? All right, okay.
I'll take the hair down, but no, I ain't doing no hair. That's why I draw the line. Shit. But it was one time while I'm in the chair getting my hair cut, they in the chair next to me getting their hair done.
Oh, okay then.
Shit. Right, so yeah, I try to be on them about their appearance and stuff. Yeah. That's every day.
Yeah, man. You got to spend that time, you know, with the children, man. You know, you got to spend that time, you know, bonding with your, you know, with the children. I mean, it sounds like, you know, you in your kid's life, and you got to, you know, and you play a significant part.
Absolutely.
You know, in your children's
mama
life.
Try to act like I don't.
You know, but sometimes, man, even though it come out their mouth that you ain't this or you ain't that,
they know the real.
I think deep down inside,
they know the real.
The reason why they keep coming back fucking with you and pissing you off is because, like you say, they
miss
know
you.
They know
they
you.
Miss you. They know you that nigga.
They know you a good guy.
they know you that nigga.
They know you a good guy and shit. You know what I'm saying? And it could be worse.
Yeah.
You know, but you know what I mean. But as men, we have to be. You know, in our daughter life, we have to play a part. Cause I got all girls.
You feel me? So listen,
yeah, I ain't never beat nobody ass though. I ain't never beat nobody ass.
That's the problem. No, but that's the thing though. I ain't really. I don't really. You ain't never whip your kids.
I gave them some spankings.
Yeah, okay, yeah, that's cool. That's the thing. I ain't gotta just like, you know what I'm saying. But they know once I went and got that special, that okay, daddy fed up. So a lot of times I don't have to whoop them. It's just. Show them my face. Go sit your motherfucking ass. It's got to raise my voice a little bit. That's all. But it just be them times where they're like, all right. Yeah, you know, belt to ass. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, you got to be a parent. You got to be able to balance, you know, everything.
Yeah, absolutely.
Being a parent, you know, you got to be able to balance it out. Being the person that they need to talk to, and you got
to be stern too, though. You got to be stern.
You got, but it's like you said earlier, though. You have to be consistent.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that consistency is my daddy ain't gonna. Or they may even find a kink in the armor. It's like, hey, if I do this, daddy gonna do that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta show that you gotta have that consistency, like you said earlier. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And with that consistency, you know,
be consistent in everything you do too. Everything you do. Yeah. Like with the schedule, they know. Okay, when I'm telling them it's time to get in the bed or whatever, they know. Okay, now we finna have to shower. We had to get out. They know. You know what I'm saying? And if you got to say something a couple of times, it's just they 4 and 6, so they still learning. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. That's why I say can be consistent on the things I do with them, or at least try to do with them.
Right.
You know, like they know. My parents ain't leave my house. They ain't going to mama's house. They
can't take the iPads to mama's house.
Hell no.
Why they can't take the iPads?
Them motherfuckers be broken gone in a week.
Shit, what they supposed to do with their mama's house? Hey. They want to do it at their mama house. Man, but you know, but then even with with having girls and being a part of your daughter's life the way that you are, because I know you consistent in their life. I seen the car seat in the back seat. What
when I was sitting out?
But being an active parent in your children's life, and dating, I'm not sure if you still dating. You don't got engaged or not. But what is it? But what is it like dating with young children? Because how old are your daughters?
4 and 6.
So how's it dating with a 4 and 6 year old?
Listen, they love them.
Yeah.
What it is, they love to see that I'm a great dad and this, that, and the third. There's the stigma that black men don't take care of their kids. So women love a good daddy, I'm gonna tell you that, or whatever. Like, so I'm gonna say it's really like kind of fun a little bit because females, they get your bridge card for them. Especially if you a good guy on top of being a good dad. Oh my goodness! Let's believe your kids never going without. So I don't even feel like depending on who if it's you. If you're not that guy, you're just not that guy.
No, they gonna give you their bridge card.
Listen. My kid, they didn't got their hair done for free when I couldn't pay for it. All type. I walk in the store or whatever, and so say if it's somebody that I'm saying I know, like a female I know behind the counter I used to kick it with or whatever. They be like they put themselves there. Shit like, oh, they good. They ain't got to pay for nothing. You know what I'm saying? So it feel good to know I put out good energy into the world. Say that.
After all these years of knowing you, man, it done flew by. I'm starting to think. You some type of pimp or something?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
I mean, you go put the bubble gum on the counter all the way, but don't worry about the bubble gum. Animal braids your hair free. You some type of pimp or something?
Not at all.
I don't know, man.
Listen.
I ain't never heard no guy say I got my kids here done
man,
free.
I'm telling you, if you really, putting out good energy into these women out here and stuff, you gonna receive some things like shit. Even myself, like I'd have been. Flew out of town. And I got my car note paid. I got products.
God damn, you show. You show. These motherfuckers just doing this shit just because
they like you.
All right, shit. I guess I ain't never been like. God damn, I've been married. I ain't never been like. That's like, damn, ain't that some shit? Flew you out.
You should have been singing when you're 20s.
When they flew you out, did you feel like kind of like damn, I ain't no female. What you flying me?
Hell no. What?
See, I knew you was a pimp. See there? See that's that pimp shit.
Shit, that's
that pimp shit, man. See, that's that pimp.
Listen.
I knew that pimp shit. When I see that pimp shit, you don't like, nah, I don't give a shit.
Oh,
you send me the ticket. Man, ain't that some shit, man? I knew it was something about you. I knew it was something about you. I'm like, why this motherfucker, every time he come around, it's just all these motherfuckers just be around his ass all the goddamn time, and he don't never suffer no goddamn consequences. You ain't never suffered a consequence.
Hey, that's true.
I don't know, man. I'm starting to think your first name KC is an acronym or something.
No, not me, man. I'm just
that sounds like a pimp name.
Hey,
now that I think about it.
Yeah, shit. But I mean, my granddaddy was a pimp, so I guess
if I
am one, it's shit in my blood.
I guess so, man. I guess so. Ain't nobody fool me out and shit like that, but on the real shit though,
the female who did that though, that's who I'm gonna marry. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh, you talking about getting married?
Yeah.
You talking about what? You talking
about to be all mushy and shit.
You talking about Gant?
Listen, not to be all mushy and shit, but she make me feel that way. I'm not gonna lie.
What she make you feel?
Man, like a nigga want to just settle down.
Like niggas just want to settle. How long you done known her?
Man, I've been knowing this girl since 22.
Since 20, shit, it's still brand new.
Yeah, listen, it ain't.
They make movies about this shit.
No, it
told me I want to settle down. She's gonna make me want to settle. That sounds like a Tubi line, man.
Nah, don't be like that.
There ain't no Tubi line.
No, I don't even watch Tubi movies. No, but
she really want to make you settle down.
Yeah, fact. I ain't gonna lie.
What about her compared to you know, the ones that did whatever that make you want to settle down with her and not them.
The fact that she's cooperative, she dependable. She got nice brains, you know what I'm saying? She got some ambition, you know what I'm saying? She a nurse going back to school for nursing. All right. You know what I'm saying? Shit. And she's like a partner, you know what I'm saying? I feel like that's what every man need is a partner.
Yeah, every man do need a partner.
Yeah. You know, and she, you know, peaceful. It's like we're like best friends, like peas in a pot. That's
lions have lions.
For real. She is, you know.
That's
yeah, she a beautiful,
now when did you
beautiful person in and out.
When did you realize this is the one compared to this is the one all the other times? What this one got that the other ones didn't have?
Another one. Common fucking sense.
Common sense.
Common fucking sense. If we're being honest, I think that's the biggest. Common fucking sense.
That's real. And that's it.
Yeah, listen. That common sense. And money. And money. Niggas don't like men don't like broke women.
Nah, man, I don't think nobody like broke nobody. You know.
Hey, but listen, a lot of these females feel like they're not.
What you mean?
A lot of these females feel like they ain't broke. Like baby, if you still gotta borrow money to the next payday, you broke. If you gotta finance that trip to Miami, you broke.
The pimp keep coming out. But I mean, you know, you make a valid point though.
You make a valid point. So a lot of these women feel like they're not average for whatever reason. But if you're those things, you're average. You're average.
I mean, I mean, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. I guess.
Listen.
Ain't beauty in the eye of the beholder
on motherfucking the internet. Come from behind that shit, boy. I tell you. And even if you look good, don't mean you good.
No, that don't mean that don't mean that either. But how do you? Because like I said, because you dating, right? Well, you was dating. Or you still dating?
Now I'm exclusively dating.
Okay, all right, but before you was exclusively dating, and you was. I would say, you know, like playing the field. They call it playing the field. That's what the old people called it back in the day. You know, how is it? You know, I used to date, but I'm not dating no more. I'm like you now. You know, and for you, what was your pros and cons of dating?
If you really want me to be honest about that,
the pros and cons though, the good things and the bad things about it.
The pros is if you got enough on your roster, you can hit schedule a new one to hit every other day.
Okay, all right.
But the cons, when they all like you and want your attention, that shit is stressful. And the fact that that shit ain't cheap. That shit ain't cheap.
When you say it ain't cheap, what you mean by it ain't cheap?
One want to go on a date, then the one you might mess with a little bit more than the most. She might need, you know, help on a little phone bill. You know what I'm saying? You know, it just shit.
that get expensive. That would get expensive.
Definitely.
Shit. And you know, I mean, you know, because when I first got separated from my wife before we got divorced, you know, I was out there, you know, dating and shit like that.
Well, and if a nigga if a nigga tell you he ain't never did no shit like that, he lying. Oh, and nigga, either that or he just been a broke nigga all his life, or just a bum. Cause nigga, come on now. Especially if you a middle class working man, you gotta spend some money to date. Come on now.
Now let me ask you this: Have you ever went on a date and then shit? It's on the tip of my damn tongue. I'm gonna come back to it though.
Have you ever went on a date or what? Not getting nothing? I got nothing?
No. It was nothing like
I'm about to say
shit happens all the time. Shit, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. You know what I'm saying? But you know
that shit build character. That shit build character.
Hey,
for real.
Be done went out there and spent your money in there. Like,
that come from no that shit teach you who in your league, who ain't in your league.
Yeah,
that's it.
I mean, you know what? I've never been the one to accept that concept. You know, I understand the concept, but I never was the one to accept that concept, because at any given time, anybody can be with anybody.
That's true too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's true too.
You know what I'm saying? And because all right, I make $300,000 a year, and you make $75,000 a year. It's just something about you that just attracts.
Because I don't give a fuck about your motherfucking money.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. But I do understand about being out your league, and being out your league sometimes it's gonna consist of I'm never in the places of those other people. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of what side of the spectrum I'm on. If I'm over here, say in the $1 million zone over here, all right, I'm never gonna see these people over here. You know what I'm saying? And if I'm these people over here, I'm never gonna see these people over here. But that doesn't mean we won't bump into each other somehow. You know what I'm saying? We just not gonna be in each other's spaces on a regular. You know what I'm saying? But that don't mean we can't bump into each other and the shit happen. We bump into each other at Walmart. We bump into each other, you know, at Somerset. You know what I'm saying? And for some odd reason, our chemistry get together and it's crazy good. Then boom, there you go. You know what I'm saying? So I never really understood. I never really accepted that concept, but I always understood that concept. You know what I'm saying? You know,
that's what's up.
You know, so man, you know, so you know that I know that whole dating thing is just
dating got its ups and downs. Just like everything got its ups and downs.
Everything got its ups and
downs. Everything got its ups and downs.
You know, but I tell you, I know one thing from dating. You know, when you dating, I know there's one thing. You know, when you got your own shit, motherfuckers can't tell you shit. Motherfuckers can't tell you shit.
Nope.
You know, you stay at home with your mama. but you ask me what I got on my table. You tell me what's on my plate.
Right.
But I'm just standing on my mama because and it go both ways. You know, it go both ways. You got this nigga sitting up here flexing and shit. Got the yays on, got the 300.
Ain't got no responsibilities.
And everything in his mama name.
Everything in his mama name.
You know what I'm saying? I mean,
can't claim shit.
You know what I'm saying? It go both ways.
Yeah, it do.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
But it just go in a different format. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna stun on this behavior because I'm a woman. I'm gonna stun on this behavior because I'm a man, and this is this is how we do things. But you know, dating is a motherfucker. When I started dating, I was a little older, so I was dating like grandparents and shit, grandmamas. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
I was dating. You know what I'm saying? They went from I gotta take my kids to school to I'm watching my grandchildren.
Damn.
We gotta go to the kiddie shit. You know what I'm saying?
So you want to fuck with no young girls?
I mean, young girls do they do too goddamn much.
Listen, I ain't even on my 20s yet, and I say that.
You talking about I ain't on my 20s? I say that. You still do the shit with them.
I'm just saying, but
you still do the shit with them.
I'm moving past them days though.
Your testosterone is still 10 times, 20 times higher than mine. Shit, I go to one store, I'm ready to go home.
How you think I be?
Shit, you go, I can't. Let me go over here. Let me go over there. Let me do this. And then get home, get on the internet, and then do some more shopping on the internet. I can't do all that shit. Put my favorite show on and turn the lights off so I can go to bed.
Keep telling people I'm a little old man. I'm telling you, shit.
Man,
I'm ready to be in the bed by 10 o'clock.
Man, so you can have more hours to bullshit around with this pimping shit that you be doing. That's the reason why. I know the damn reason why, man. I know the reason why.
No, he is crazy. Do not listen to him, man. I listen. I played the fifth. I played the fifth for all this.
And then but what is it like? What is it like dating though? And you got kids. I know how it was. Well, my kid was older when I was dating, but I knew what it was like though. But what's it like with you date? You know, when you was dating and you had small children that you had.
What the problem?
Oh shit! I want to go do this. I got my kids. I don't want to do that. No, the kids.
Honestly, look, I'm gonna be honest with you. I want to use that excuse if I really didn't want to go. I always got a babysitter for mine. Always. Whether it's one of my brothers, my mama, you know what I'm saying. Like my baby mama people, they getting my kids. I never had a problem with that.
That's
I'm blessed to have a village on both sides.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie.
yeah. I mean, that's always that's always a plus. You know, when you got when your kids can interact with the whole family. You know, on both sides because it's gonna build. It's gonna build character. It's gonna build confidence. It's gonna build, social skills. How I deal with these people over here, I don't deal with these people the same way over there. Little things like that. But when you have girls, like I said, I got grown girls, and shit, man. When you have girls, you got girls forever. If I always say if you have boys, eventually you just gonna have this badass nigga around your house. But when you got girls, man, your girls is gonna at some point your girl gonna start taking over your affairs. If you ain't got no woman. And then she may even start taking over your affairs when you do have a woman. Girls are very protective. Over their fathers, especially when you've been in their life, like you've been in your children's life. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes we don't understand that, and sometimes we think our kids just bad and shit ain't gonna change. And then before you know it, shit done change. Your kids taking care of you, your kids coming back home to you, your kids calling you, your kids talking to you. You know what I'm saying? They may not fuck with you, but they still, they still love you and they still want to work with you. In the way that you doing things, I think you're gonna have a longevity of that with your children with just some of the simplest interactions. It don't take no money to raise no child.
They don't.
You know what I'm saying? Only thing it takes to raise a child is time. You know what I'm saying? And dedication and consistency, like you said earlier. And I think that you do that with your children. And we need more men to do that with their children.
Yeah, fact.
Yeah.
And that's another thing. They single mom. I love them single mamas, boy.
What's up with the single mamas, man?
Single mamas with a baby daddy ain't shit. Look.
What the hell, the baby mama who got the single daddy, who got the baby daddy who ain't shit? What's good about him?
You be the freakiest ones, boy.
How you gauge they the freakiest ones between the ones that got baby daddies who ain't shit, and you're gauging that based on what? On the next what? What's the next one?
Look. It's fucked up. What I'm about to
say. You ain't said nothing. Not fucked up today. With oh shit!
He just made me sound like a fucked up person. I don't even know if I want to say it now.
You might as well come on. We off the clock, man. We off the clock. We off the clock with it.
Man, you're right. And that's a good name for off the clock. That means you ain't at work. Yeah. But the ones where, where they dealt with an old bum ass, ain't shit nigga and this and that. I mean the ones that's easiest fuck to impress.
Yeah, he getting money, girl. Look at he getting money, girl.
Bro, it's fucked up, but it's the truth. I'm telling you, you niggas need to do better out here. You men need to do better out here for sure. Cause I'm sorry,
because you snatching them up, or you were snatching them up,
man. Your BM should be impressed with just going to me bringing up some coney. Not be impressed by that.
Yep. I got them some fries. And somebody talking like Ike Turner and shit. Yeah, I got the children. I got the children some fries, a couple conies. I know they like conies. Yep. I got them Cokes, and they good with that shit.
Yeah.
And they be good with that shit, boy.
Yeah.
Ooh-wee.
I done had so many dudes call my phone.
Hell no. About that woman? They done left the phone open
right now. Man, listen. One dude called me when I said nigga was screaming in the phone.
What was he saying?
You would think I killed this bitch.
Just take us through it. You at the crib.
I ain't at the crib. I'm at work.
You at work.
He called me from her Instagram page at that. So he was on Instagram DM.
So you thinking it's her?
No. I'm thinking it's her calling.
You thinking it's her calling. You pick the phone up.
I pick the phone up.
Hello?
Dog, like, you hoe ass nigga. You talking to my bitch, nigga. Drop your low, nigga. And I'm about to video call you so you know I ain't playing. Turn the phone up.
I'm going to answer. I'm going to answer again.
Why are we about to do this? How you mad at me? Because your woman gave me her number.
Hell no. And what else?
I didn't force her to talk to me. Listen, I'm about to put y'all. I'm finna put y'all hip on game. Nigga, if your woman got a side nigga, she pursue him. I swear to God. On some real shit. Most of the time, look. Most of the time, if you're a respectful guy,
right,
and this, that, and third, you approach a woman, try to come on to when she tell you I got a man. What you gonna do?
Shit.
If she tell you I got your man, and what you gonna do?
I mean,
what you gonna say?
I'm single. I'm single though.
You single though?
Oh, I put my play in there. No, I'm gonna shoot my shot.
Okay, you gonna shoot your shot? Yeah. Okay. I'm saying she tell you you're not listening to what I'm saying.
All right, go ahead, say it again.
If you single and you can approach a woman or whatever, and she be like, "I got a man," most of the time, what you gonna say? 9 out of 10, what you gonna say?
I probably just walk away.
Hey, come on now. Come on now.
But it don't matter how bad she might be. Though.
Listen. Again.
Okay.
So with that being said, majority of the time, 9 out of 10, it's gonna be most men reactions.
Okay.
Or if you know what I'm saying, if you're respectful, whatever the case may be.
Might have been a bad day.
But anytime you fuck with a female with a man, 9 out of 10, she pursued you, right? Or she let you in that door, right?
You know, not that you done said it.
Come on now.
not that you done said it. I guess they did pursue me.
Come on now. So come on now.
Now you done say I done sat back and thought about it now.
Listen,
I'm doing
because they pursuit is different from our pursuit. Their pursuit is they're letting you in. They give you voluntary information. You know what I'm saying? Or you know what I'm saying? If they got a man, they texting you first in the morning or something like that. Or
they tell you about their day.
You feel me? And they make it show is when he ain't around.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. But woman got a side nigga, she let him in. Just that simple. She pursued him.
If I was a side nigga, I never knew I was a side nigga. God damn, I may have been a side nigga, even though I was a side. Listen, I was new to the game.
Not gonna lie. Side nigga is the best position.
Oh shit!
You get all the benefits of a boyfriend with nowhere out to feel it. Well, some of them they dumb. They still get attached.
Who get attached?
Some of the women they got niggas.
Oh.
Still get attached. You know what I'm saying? Come on, like, this ain't the agreement, boo. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna fuck you good real quick. You know what I'm saying? You might buy me some lunch or whatever the case may be, and this, that, and third. But ain't no feelings. That's the best position. You might get a little gift here and there. Like I'm telling you.
But if you do it long enough, ain't she gonna get the feelings?
Listen, that's on her.
Yeah. But then
you married, not me.
But then you know you got a headache.
But I don't, because you knew what it was.
Yeah, but women normally have sex with feelings. Men normally have sex with no feelings. It's just sex for sex.
Y'all motherfucker, get back to reality.
Women doing nothing like that too now? No, women genetics is gonna put their feelings in. It's gonna put their feelings in it for somebody. One can sit there and have can sit there and have constant sex.
They can try to,
but their feelings gonna get involved with somebody. Men can do it and never get and can have an affair for his whole entire life. That he married to a woman and never had no feelings for the other one. But that woman, I don't know. You think she could do that?
She can.
Without getting no feelings?
She can.
Yeah. You think she can?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
Some of them can. Most of them can't though. Most of them can't.
I'm gonna say more can't. I'm gonna say that more can't that can.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Some can.
But more men can do it with no feelings.
For sure, absolutely.
Than with feelings.
Yeah.
But shit, ain't that something? Huh?
Yeah, I know. Just got some snack on.
Hoes get you hungry. Hoes get you hungry, man. But yeah, you know, but you still young though. You know, you 27 years old. You got a whole life, you know, in front of you. You know what I'm saying? I'm a little older, so a lot of times, you know, when I hear what you saying, I mean, it registers and it's like I get it. But shit, now I'm gonna be 50 this year. I'm
on top. 50?
Yeah. I'm on top of the hill.
Damn.
I'm on my way down. You know when I got with somebody, I couldn't get with nobody young because I need somebody to be able to recognize when your ass is having a stroke or a heart attack.
Yeah, I feel that.
You know what I'm saying? I like shit. I need somebody who ain't gonna skip out on my medication.
But that's why I love my boo. You know what I'm saying? She nurses. She nurturing. She take care of me. You know what I'm saying? You know.
But this is what I wanted to ask you. This is what I wanted to ask you. It just came back to me. Do you think more women, black women, are not? Well, do you believe that more black women are not submissive because of the way the word sounds?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Because they hear submissive and think, oh, that means you just want me to do what you tell me to do.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
Now, what does submissive mean to you when you say I want a woman that's submissive to me?
One that's cooperative. I ain't feel like I'm being challenged every time I bring an issue to the table. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Or bring up a suggestion that's gonna help us in a relationship.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or I know. Listen, on the real, and I'm gonna be fucking honest. Mm-hmm. Women are fucking slow, or whatever. Y'all are fucking slow. But what I'm gonna say is, if you're dealing with a guy that's about his business, you know what I'm saying, responsible, this and third, and a lot of times, you know what I'm saying, he's the reason why you stay kept up because he putting all his shit he trying to do aside to help you or whatever. If he been your assistant, as I'm saying, that's who you need to listen to. If he take care of you, you know what I'm saying. If you got a daddy and you ain't got to call your daddy for shit, listen to that man. There's nothing wrong with being submissive. It's nothing wrong with being submissive. Nothing wrong with that at all.
Because like I think, like you said earlier, a lot of people hear the word submissive and hear sit, stay, go.
And that's not what it is. And y'all shouldn't base being submissive off a man's finances. I'm sorry. Because especially if he already before you, he was already paying his own bills on his own and just that and the third or whatever. It ain't about how much money you got. It's about what y'all bring in together. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, it shouldn't be based off what he made. Because, yeah, man, he can make $60,000 a year, but he's resourceful. He know all these kind of connects where he got all these skills himself. You know what I'm saying? These women, yeah, they trade based too much off monetary value and for men that they ain't gonna never meet.
But you know, part of that is like I said earlier. You know, before the camera came on, and we was talking about each other's glasses. You know what I'm saying? And if you walk up to me, and you're talking to me from a distance, or you talking to you know, from a distance, you know, and see your glasses. Oh, he just got on regular glasses. Okay, now you walk by, and now you see a glasses say Gucci on it. Oh shit! You know what I'm saying? Now for me, that's how you know this person is for you. If this person is for you or not.
Yeah, fact.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Based off of what they think they have and what you do have.
Yeah, facts.
You know what I'm saying? Because if I sit here and I got these glasses on and they say Gucci all around them, oh, what you're doing is not you're counting my pockets.
Yeah, facts.
You know what I'm saying? Not knowing how I got the glasses. I may have had a flex spin card. You don't know that shit.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying?
Ain't just saying,
yeah. You know, but you know what I'm saying? But in the world that we live in now, so much of this world determines other people's success by the brands that they have either on their body.
And it's fucking stupid.
Or the car that they drive.
And it's stupid because they got so much shit, so many apps that say you can finance nice shit off of.
Yeah.
Like, come on, it's stupid.
Mm-hmm.
But these, I don't know why they feel like money is everything. Because it's not.
No.
It's all just about having a man with some substance. He getting up, you know what I'm saying, doing something positive every day to make sure, you know what I'm saying, you good, he good, whatever the case may be. You know, some type of stability. You know what I'm saying? It ain't always about how much money he got. If he's willing to, you know what I'm saying, even if he ain't got a little bit of nothing, he's still willing to help you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of for whatever reason, a lot of these females come across men like that, and they feel like they can get better. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? No, and that's not the way to think, because on some me being single and being out here, I realize good guys come a dime a dozen.
Yeah.
They come a dime a dozen, and it's really messed up. Like, be messing these females up.
Now, do you consider yourself a good guy?
Absolutely.
And now, tell me what your give me one strong suit and one weak suit of you, but you're still a good guy. What? What?
Okay, one strip. Okay, I'm a gentleman.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying.
I get that from you, from the way that you know. Excuse me, from the way that you. The way that you present yourself and carry yourself with the clothes.
Because I'm not gonna lie, shout out to my mama. She ain't play that shit. Uh-huh. She stayed on all of us, all of us. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna say, you can say a weakness. Shit, sometimes I be lying.
I mean, all men are gonna lie.
Yeah, no, I'm thinking.
To a degree. Yeah. But now, if you just
habitual, just lie about everything.
Yeah. If you just do stuff like that, that's a different story.
Yeah.
Everybody gonna. I mean, shit, we all lie sometimes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You gotta do better than that.
And I'm gonna be real. I don't give a fuck if you a male or female. Nobody in this world is 100% honest.
No.
Nobody.
But I need one other than that one. That's cookie cutter. That was cookie cutter.
Okay, shit. Damn, what?
It's something out there. I know it's something. I don't know what it is. You know what it is.
What is it?
Don't make me lie to you.
Shit.
It's something.
One, you said like basically like one bad thing for real.
Yeah, I mean one weakness ain't necessarily gotta be a bad thing.
I mean, what I could be a little selfish.
All right. I mean, I think most of us are selfish, even when we doing something that's selfless.
Yeah.
Because no matter what it is that you do, you get something out of it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Even if you do toys for tots, giving back to the people, you know, things like that. You look at it as being selfless, but it is selfish because you get something out of it.
Yeah.
You know, anything you get something out of, it's a negative selfish, and then there's a positive selfish.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's a negative stereotype, it's a positive stereotype. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? We're all selfish because we all get something from something that make you feel good inside. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It could be anything. Shit, I could take some of my old clothes and put them in them damn bins at the gas station for somebody else to wear.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Then here I am at work wearing my shit.
Yeah, man. If I know you like me a little bit, and if I'm like fucked up, I can't be a user. I ain't gonna lie. But silently though, I don't ask for nothing. I might throw it out there like, yeah, man, shit, this need to be done. So it's kind of like a silent, you know what I'm saying? I will admit that. I will admit that, man.
Shit, man, ain't nothing but do you work on it?
I do. I try to keep myself in a position where I don't, you know what I'm saying? You know, whatever.
I mean, let's be honest, man. We all have our vices. We all have our weaknesses. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But when you can't accept what that weakness is or that vice is, that's how the shit gets out of hand.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When you can accept that shit, like, man, I'm trying to do something different. Mm-hmm. And every day I try to figure a new way out how to do whatever it is that I don't want to do, but do something better. You know what I'm saying? That's the difference. But when you want to just sit there and do the same thing every single day and think that you're gonna get a different result, then you fucked up.
Yeah, you fucked up.
Yeah, you fucked up. You fucked up in it. You know what I'm saying? So there's nothing wrong with acknowledging your strengths, and there's nothing wrong with accepting your weaknesses either. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because
you got to. It builds character.
Yeah,
it builds character. Some shit you just really just can't shake.
No.
On some real shit. Some shit you really just like, look, this is just who the fuck I am.
To support that.
You know what I'm saying? You know, whatever. But you gotta know when you've been a fucked up person. I'm sorry. Mm-hmm. You gotta know. And I feel like if you don't know, that means you ain't got somebody positive in your ear. That means you got a bunch of enablers in your corner. I swear to God.
Yeah, you get that and you don't have a conscience.
Yeah, that and you can't take constructive criticism.
You don't have a conscience.
Yeah, you don't have a conscience.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But man, you know, this has been this is a. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I ain't think it was gonna be. It was gonna go the way it went.
Honestly, me too. Because the thing is, me and you, we didn't kick it. I'm saying, we didn't kick it. I've always liked Dillard though. You know what I'm saying? I ain't Mo, whatever y'all call it. You know what I'm saying? I've always liked him, but it just like we ain't never sat down and kicked. This is honestly the first time we done had something like, you know what I'm saying, real engaging. Yeah. He always been my dog though. I you know what I'm saying, I ain't got nothing bad to say about him. You know,
man. This has been. I'm happy you done came, man.
No, yeah, facts.
You know,
it kind of gave me like a escape from what I'm kind of dealing with. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, just yeah,
man. To be honest with you, this also gives me, you know, that same escape sometimes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Whereas I could bounce different stories off of you, and you bounce different. Then we compare the shit, and then we like, oh shit, you know what I'm saying? We done did some shit the same way but differently, or we done did, you know, it for me, it's a it's a release. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
And I'm happy that you showed up, man. And like I said, and like you said, the shit it has been a whole lot. I don't even want to say overachieving, but the vibe has just been great.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate it.
You know what I'm saying? The vibe has just been great, man. Because I mean, I think I may blow up after this one. You done said some shit. I might blow up after this. You might be my Cat Williams.
He is crazy.
Man, but thanks for showing up, man.
For sure.
You know, this is you know, I gotta get you back again, man.
Oh yeah, listen, for sure.
I gotta get you back again.
My little boo was man, she's like, oh, you ain't take me. We did a podcast together before.
Oh, okay.
So kind of like she just like hearing me talk. I realize, yeah, that's all. You know.
Oh, okay. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But you know, thanks everybody for, you know, tuning in on another episode of Off the Clock with Mo. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe button, and keep watching us. You know, because this ain't gonna be the last time you see Gant on here. We're gonna do this again
for sure.
Next time, I'm gonna make sure I have some snacks and shit.